him.
Take it all, come on!
Okay, I'm pretty sure that didn't do anything. We should be safe.
Lol. Oh, and look what I got today.
Oh, wait. You look very different. I have already added myself, and it is now telling me that I exist.
Oh, hello, person. Greetings and hallucinations and all of the things.
All hallucinations.
Did you just stab on you?
Yes.
I think he's playing music. He appears to be playing a harp.
No, that was totally a dab.
Also, I got a new cape.
Oh, cool.
True. Can it do the crab dance?
I mean, technically speaking, I imagine it can do the crab dance, yes. This poor person's just going to be wondering what's wrong with me.
I mean...
Never mind, apparently.
The crab dance.
It was so powerful, it caused the other person to leave.
Straight up vodka-dabbered him out of the universe.
Okay. Anyway, hello everyone, and welcome to the stream. We are jumping back into day 16 of our daily St. Jude streams. Again, all of the links for the donations are available here on Twitch through the About tab, or if you're on mobile, over in the Chat tab. There is also additional information on my YouTube channel, where all of these streams will also end up being, if you want to wait and watch them there. But there's there's additional info on my Instagram, my Twitter, and my TikTok channel if you want to look at those places for how you can contribute to the St. Jude fundraiser. We are actually part of a larger fundraiser that Game Theory is doing. They're trying to raise $1 million to donate to St. Jude at the end of the month. We are hoping to contribute $500 to that, and so far we are at $200. So thank you to everyone who has contributed so far. We are going to continue doing this for the rest of this month, every day, here at the same time, except for the days when we don't. But we will be back here every day, or at the very least I will, and you're more than welcome to come and chill with us, even if you can't contribute. Don't donate if you can't, but if you can, we greatly appreciate it. And we are actually going to be doing a little something that I've come to call story time, because I have no imagination. And it's kind of just some ideas that I've had about Sky and the lore of the game, and kind of, I think the way that Sky is anyway, it's intended to be left to interpretation, which is a fun style, and so because of that, everyone kind of has their own ideas of what the story is, and you can't really say that anyone's idea is wrong or right, because again, the game has no definitive story, and so it leaves it open to interpretation. And so I'm going to be presenting my take on the Sky lore today, and if anyone is interested, they are also welcome to add their own input if they would like. But because we are doing a lore-based stream, I will actually make my way through most of the story. At least I will make an attempt, and I will actually be playing all the cutscenes for everyone to see. So, we can go ahead and launch into this here. So, I do have with me again, the Spleen, Squire, and Potato are here with me in the chat. And so they will also, if they want, potentially be offering their inputs on the Sky lore as well. But we're just going to go ahead and start off from the get-go. We're just going to go from the beginning and start with what the game gives you.
Get your red stream.
But the story in the cave was actually updated not too long ago, because it is different now from how it was when I first got here. I will say that much. Because when I first came in, it wasn't like, bad at all. Like, there was nothing wrong with the initial story. It's just, they updated it recently. And so, I think I actually started with the second one. Yeah, the first one's over here. And, the stars united our lights were infinite. And together we lived in harmony. So, let me do this. Let me actually go back and see if I can get those in the correct order. And while I'm doing that, I also will say, for context, the constellations that you see in the sky are the different constellations of the respective realms. And so each of those constellations represents an elder. And there are actually 6 elders, 1 for each of the realms. And then Eden is kind of like a 7th realm that the darkness hasn't been purged from there.
Can it be purged?
I mean, if it can't be, they haven't done it at this point in time, and I'll kind of get into that later. But for our purposes, and at least from the angle we're coming at, Eden is a realm that hasn't been cleansed of the darkness yet.
As if the giant flying krill weren't an indicator enough.
And again, all of this will just be my take and what I've observed in the game. I haven't looked into anyone else's lore stuff. I have seen a few other people post things being like, this is what I think the story of Sky is. And I've intentionally avoided those because I knew I would want to talk about this at one point. And so if I say anything that has been said by someone else, I apologize. Anyway, with our stars united, our light was infinite. And together we lived in harmony. And of course, this is discussing the origin story of the constellations. And there even is I've heard people talk about this at least, where they talked about how the names of the realms. I actually read this one on, I think, maybe in Sky Wiki, where they were talking about the names of the realms also correlate with the lore in a sense, because Isle of Dawn, Daylight Prairie, and I think the names of the places were originally going to indicate and kind of represent the passing of day. And so each time, like each area was going to be named after a time of day, like the OG name of, I think it was the Wastelands, was going to be dusk, or something like that.
Oh, that would have been cool.
And then like evening and stuff. As spirits, we soon became many, creating our home here in the clouds.
Oh, you're not actually connected to the ground?
At this point in time we are, I believe, but we are spirit beings. And so I think one of the things that is significant to acknowledge in this game is that we feed on sources of light. There's Dino. Hello, Dino. How you doing? You did say you'd be here today. Welcome to the party, bud.
Hey, Dino.
Dino!
Hello! The darkness came and the stars fell.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
And with their light we faded away. Everyone say hello to Dino again.
Hi, Dino.
And Dino, just to catch you up, if you didn't catch all of it already, we are going through a bit of a story time with Sky, and we're going to look at all the cutscenes and stuff.
Oh, that's adorable.
A long time has passed. Now we call to you. Go forth, child, return our spirits to the stars. And then from this point your story starts. So my explanation for this particular section, one thing that is worth pointing out with this game is when you meet the elders, if I can get up the stairs, when you meet the elders, they're all darkened. And when you talk to them, when you come to them, they're either all like sitting around depressed or asleep or something. and they're supposed to be stars, right? And so why are they just sitting around and not shining like they're supposed to? And we actually, like, as sky children, return their light to them, and you'll see that in the cutscenes. When you approach them, you give them light, and it's the best thing they've ever seen, and they're really happy to see it when you come to them. And so it's really interesting that part of our job as sky children is to return light to the world. And something that you'll actually see, let me actually duck over here real quick, that, or at least this is something that I personally found interesting, that light is a source of energy in this world. And this guy is actually called the candle maker. This is the guy that supposedly made the first candle. And so it's kind of like, so it seems that he passed his knowledge on. And so from him, we now know how to make candles. Because remember, we go through the world, we collect candle wax, and then we use it to forge candles. So he passed his knowledge on, and it is what we use to save the world now. So this guy invented the wheel, essentially.
Man saved the world with nothing but a candle.
But it's interesting that when you consider that the world runs on light, and that our wings are fueled by light, like that's how we fly, that's how we get around. That is everything we do. And it all relies on something simple like light. And you'll also notice in this game, like, little things give you light, like the clouds is a big one. But another thing is living creatures give you light. Like, living beings are a source of light in this world. And you can gain, like, light to recharge your wings from living creatures. And so that kind of gives you a peek into what light represents in this world. Like, it's not just, oh, you can see in the dark now. It's a source of energy. It's a source of life. And so when you're returning light to the fallen elders, you're giving them their life back.
Interesting.
Indeed.
And then this is the altar where the first elder is. It's already lit, so we're just going to go ahead and pop in here. I do notice that it is dark there right now. Notice he is dark, he's hunched over, leaning on his cane. And then he takes the light. And just from acquiring that light, his mask reforms, he glows again, and now he's standing up straight.
Candles really do magic here.
Candles OP, please no.
But it's like, that is what light represents in this world. It is a source of energy, it's a source of power, it is a source of life.
Does everything in here exist off of light, or is it just you guys?
So generally speaking, it's just us. Because most of the time, the creatures, the animals have their own light. Like, they are sources of light to themselves. But that is also true of us. Like, it is worthy of note that that is true of us as well. Like, for example, if you walk up to another player and you can share a candle with that player and get your light back, or if you're standing next to a friend, just being in the presence of that friend renews your light ever so slightly. And if you continue to stand next to them, your light will slowly fill up. And like, that's just the presence of a friend. So every living being in this world emits light, and it emits living energy.
Everyone here is a light bulb.
I mean, you could make that conclusion.
I mean, it sounds a little less, I don't know if epic is the right word when you put it that way.
It's like simple things like this. Like, flapping. It takes energy. It takes light to flap. But because I'm flying amongst the birds, when I get close to them, my light recharges.
Is it also helped by Dino sitting on your head?
It does, actually. When you hold the hand of a friend, or if a friend is sitting on your shoulders, then they slowly give light back to you.
My friends are my power.
Which is another interesting thing to point out, that we're among friendly animals. And so, like, when you meet a player for the first time, like, being next to them doesn't necessarily give you light. But the animals do. Because the animals are friendly. And that only works for friendly animals. That doesn't work for the krill, and it doesn't work for the crabs. In fact, if they hit you, they straight up steal your light.
Can you restore light to crabs?
Unfortunately, no. As many of them as I have attempted to deposit on top of a candle. That is true. Animals will guide you in this game as well.
Intriguing.
The animals are actively participating in trying to help you return light to the world by showing you the correct way.
Are they incapable because they don't have opposable thumbs to make candles?
Very possible.
They're gonna lose their minds when they discover matches.
There's Nino.
Oh no.
Up, up. And I probably, as fun as it is to be tiny, it's not very practical. So we'll probably ditch the tiny for now.
No.
I'm sorry. I can get around faster when I'm not tiny, I'm sorry.
It's okay. We have Dino for substitute.
We have the dino.
So, I understand, like, animals and living things giving light, but why does the cloud give you light?
That actually is one that Evie pointed out as well. My logic has been that because the clouds are white, they reflect the light. But that's really the most explanation I can offer that.
Clearly the clouds are living creatures.
Clouds have feelings, too.
I did suggest that in jest. It would be an interesting concept if the clouds were alive. It's like a replacement for water.
That's fair.
That's a good point.
That's fair.
It's like little light droplets.
I mean, whatever works.
This is the way.
This is the way.
The one and the only way. And this spirit over here, this is the spirit that teaches you that you can gain light from butterflies. And so, when you talk to this spirit, she like comes over here. Well, I assume it's a she, I have no idea. But they like come over here and they're all like, look at these beautiful butterflies. And then they put their hand out all like, butterfly. And whoop, there we go. Exactly like that.
Is this a butterfly?
Is this a bird?
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
No, Patrick, mayonnaise is not an instrument.
Oh, dear.
And then, of course, there's that one guy on the internet who said, challenge accepted, and did it anyway.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah, you see.
Oh,
And
okay,
then-
so you know how spoons were used as an instrument, right?
Yeah, if you take a bunch of them, you can kind of clack them together.
Well, yeah, basically that came about because, well, in the mountains in the older days, Well, you're probably poor, so most likely, they used whatever they could as instruments,
I
including
mean, it works
so,
well.
you know, exactly.
Fair. And why is all darkness represented by those mushroom-like things?
So the darkness plants,
Yes.
so one of the things that is interesting to point out in this game is that the darkness is often depicted as forms of pollution. And so, at least to me, and again, this is my observation, it may not be correct, but these, like, plants look kind of like they're covered in, like, some sort of, like, either corrosion or, like, even, like, some kind of maybe plant rust. And it looks like they're covered in, like, oily, like, goopy some kind of ness. And it actually genuinely reminds me of, I don't know if you've ever seen this, but sometimes if there are plants in areas where cars go by a lot, like, you can rub your finger on the plant and this, like, greasy, oily substance will come off.
Noted.
And it reminds me a lot of that. And a lot of the things that are made of darkness in this world give off, like, it looks like there's either oil, like, polluting it, or there's, like, some kind of black gunk dripping off of it. Like, the krill themselves kind of look like they're made of metal and sound like they're made of metal.
Can anything fight the krills?
Unfortunately, the krill kind of are indestructible beings. There doesn't really appear to be any way to counteract them.
That's unfortunate.
And then this area is also where the game teaches you that you can ride, well, the manta ray. Case in point.
And there you go.
Which this calls back to Dino saying that the animals guide you. This guy, if you ride him the whole way, literally takes you right up to the castle.
Oh, neat.
And you can launch off of him at any time, but you still keep going in that same direction.
That's very helpful of him.
That's nice of him. You know, when he's not trying to kidnap me.
Exactly.
Surprise adoption. And normally I would just fly out of this place, but we are doing cutscenes, so I will go ahead and deposit myself here.
We did not kidnap Pride's adopted them.
Concern.
And then this is the second elder. And I will just say that one of the big things in this area is the jars. You see a lot of the jars and, like, the large jugs here. And with that in mind, I actually find this cutscene really cute.
Okay, keeping jars in mind.
Again, he was sleeping.
He's sleeping on a jug.
Because why not?
He seems to be doing a lot better than the other elder.
Better, but also kind of just lazing around.
Fair. Now the jug's on his back.
Magic.
Magic.
Oh, legit magic. What? Sorcery.
What kind of witchcraft is this?
Magical pony flying through the sky.
His jug just ate the butterfly.
That,
That's TOS.
happened.
And then that is the constellation of this area, because jug.
Yeah, I'm
Fair.
not sure if drugs are supposed to eat butterflies, but
Oh. It's a duplication device.
And this is also where the game teaches you another gimmick about the game, where when you do a deep call near butterflies...
Oh, wow.
Magic.
That is cool.
Also, I'm probably gonna have to go for now, but I'll just try to come back later.
Okay. Later, potato.
Bye.
Bye.
And so, what's this area called?
So this area is the rainforest, or at least that's what I've come to call it. I think it's actually called the hidden forest. But a lot of people call it the rainforest because it's a forest where it rains.
Ooh, got some big imaginations going on here.
Excuse my janky flying.
You're excused.
I never professed to be good at flying.
Yeah, it's okay. It's easy to get away with it when the two people who are talking aren't playing the game. Dino could comment, but he's writing, so he is subject to the jank.
Oh, hello, tiny person. I didn't even see you.
That is generally what happens to tiny people.
You're not wrong.
Very tiny.
No, I'm just tall. The light isn't working. Oh, there it goes.
Are you trying to light the bottom?
Yeah, it's
Are
being
you
weird.
too tall to reach it?
No! I was able to reach it, it just wasn't working.
I'm going with you were too tall to reach it.
Shut up.
It's too tall, Jones. Too tall.
Shut.
Wait, did you just start losing your light while standing in the water?
Yes, that is one thing to point out about this game. When you stand in cold water, or if it rains on you, you will slowly lose your light.
Why?
That is the major thing that is dangerous about the rainforest, is because the rain hurts us.
But why?
There is no explicit explanation for that. Though, to be fair, there aren't explicit explanations for most of the things in this game. But, my conclusion has been that one thing, the rainwater is cold, and we are warm sources of light. And so one thing that is significant to point out is that because we are made of light, the rain probably potentially puts that light out. And if we lose our light, of course, we die.
We sound like living candles.
I mean, where's the Lido?
There is none.
I have to keep reminding myself that I'm not going to all the secret places yet.
No, not all the secret
So
place.
where do all these structures come from if we can't live here?
Well, one of the things that is worthy of pointing out is that there were people that used to live here. Like, people that were our ancestors. Like, the spirits that you see scattered around the world are referred to in the story as our ancestors. And so these are our predecessors.
And they didn't care about the rain?
They seem to not function the same way we did. For one, many of them didn't have capes. Capes were apparently a commodity at that point in time.
I'm taking this as canon that capes are actually symbiotes, and like the Marvel symbiote, instead of sound, they are subject to rain.
Yes. I concur.
We are all living candles. This is canon.
Can.
Indeed.
Can
Well,
fly.
that makes the first candle maker like Pinocchio's dad, and y'all just became real kids.
The concept.
Alright, but Geppetto.
Geppetto is your dad.
I'd rather not.
What does this realization do?
Nothing good.
Don't visit any donkey islands.
Oh dear.
It's amazing how many, like, fairy tales are super dark in the original context.
Yes, actually, like all of them.
It's also worthy of note that mushrooms also give you light as well. One, like, a plant that you would think would be dark, like a mushroom, actually gives off light as well.
Oh, that's fair.
Shout out to luminescent mushrooms.
Ooh.
They do exist, people. They do exist.
Appreciate your mushrooms.
No. I will hate on all mushrooms, and there's nothing anyone can do to stop me.
Oh dear.
Oh yeah.
Also, why did the world turn gray?
It be like that here. It's the rain.
Is that fog, or is that the world actually turning gray?
No, it's fog.
Okay, also that's a dead thing on your left. What is that?
That is the skull. So that is actually a whale skull. I actually will show you that.
That's a skull?
Well, it's a skeleton.
That sounds like a problem.
What killed it? That looks like it could fight the crow. Where'd they go?
There are a few of them.
Did they all get dabbed on by the krill and now they're all gone?
Potentially. I'd be willing to say he probably got caught in the rain.
Oh, they also have problems with water?
Well, I will say he is surrounded by these plants, and they're like growing all in his bones and everything. And there actually are a couple plants, there are a couple manta ray in this area, where they're trapped inside of these plants, and they can't get out. And that is actually how you get your whale call that way, by clearing that out. He gives one last call as a thank you. The whale call is this one. It's a cute thing.
Kind of makes me think of a dolphin.
Well, it sounds much more menacing on them, though my conclusion to that is we are much smaller than they are. And so, coming from us, it sounds way less than terrifying.
Different set of pipes.
That makes sense. Makes sense.
And, someone's building the bridge.
Ooh. Wait. They have self-assembling bridges here?
Yes, they are fueled by light.
I mean, this society is only built off of one fuel source, which is slightly problematic, but
At least it's abundant.
a neat fuel source.
Hold on, I have to try and find the entrance to the... I want to show you one of the whales. But, I have to figure out how to get there. I think it's up here, actually. Yeah, it's up here. I've never gone in this way. And so my brain is just like,
Time for everything.
backwards. Yes.
Do you always exit this way or something?
Yeah, normally I come in from the other end. But hey, we're doing things different today, so why not? Breaking the system.
Breaking all the rules. Careful.
Good. Just wanted candles.
You sure about that?
Another self-assembling bridge. And that.
Huh. And my games.
Crashing.
Yeah.
Eh. Don't fall down. That would be hilarious, but don't do that.
You might be a bit too high for the emoji to take place.
Oh, he has my hand. This works too. To be fair, I may need him off my back in a second anyway, so that's fair.
Ooh, underground tree. Person with random Oh! I was about to say person with random squiggles, but,
That is the stomp emoji, which you see in lots of random places throughout the game. Well, not lots, but there are a couple places where you use that emoji to activate things by stomping on it.
Huh. Noted.
And the butterfly jars make an appearance again.
Ooh, wait, I thought we left that area, though.
The game, so once you learn a mechanic, the mechanic follows you through the rest of the game. And so future areas, which actually leads very nicely into another theory that I have. So, again, this is one of those things where like I feel like this has a very high chance of being wrong. But I will shout it out anyway, that I personally believe that the different realms aren't different places necessarily, or they could be different places, but I feel like it is very possible that the different realms are not that far apart at all, and that they actually could be at different points in time in like some of the same areas.
Oh. Wait a second. Wouldn't that...
That would mean that gives a
Eden
very
is the end.
different meaning to the Wastelands and to Eden.
Huh.
Because again, like, all of these people were our ancestors, but where are they now? Why is no one alive anymore? It's just us. And we visit all these other places, and all the people from those places are gone. All that's left behind is their spirits. And this is the normal way out of here.
What's the abnormal way?
I mean, well, I think there's only one way out of there. But I was actually leading up to saying that this is the way we normally come out. Which is over here, back where we just came from.
Noted.
You're gonna know this place in and out by the time you actually get this game. If you ever get this game.
Find out.
And fly with the birds, so we can flap a lot without drying out. Also, little Easter egg, more literally than you would think. There are eggs on top of this rock.
Eggs of what?
No idea. They appear to be made of stone, so whatever they were, they're dead now.
Oof.
But, this one has a bit of game lore behind it. Because finding these eggs used to be a daily from, like, way back when. Because we're given daily tasks each day to fulfill. And in exchange for doing those tasks, kind of like chores, we're given candles. And so one of the old dailies used to be find the eggs in the rainforest.
Did it have any cutscenes with it or anything, or just that existed?
Unfortunately, I do not know. I was not here at that point in time.
Sadness.
I'm sorry. I think I've only been here since last March.
Only since last March.
Only since last March. But I will show you another secret. And this secret's still unsolved.
Oh, I'm intrigued. Ooh, that's a good question.
How are children of light born? So, honestly, my only answer for that is that we fall from the sky like stars. And I have theorized for a while that the elders themselves were also stars. And so we appear to just be fallen stars. Like, I don't know, though. Genuinely. Like, I don't have an answer for that one. But it is worth calling out that if we are fallen stars, we seem to never actually go back. Like, we stop by orbit, and then, psh, dino. We stop by orbit, and then we come right back. I gotta see if I can do this correctly. There is a way to get him in here. Oop. There we go.
Did you just throw him through the wall?
I mean, kinda. And then if I drop him, then he may pop through the other side. Where is he? Where am I?
I think you were in the wall.
Are we both on the outside still? Oh, no, wait, we're in.
Huh. What is this place?
Again, no one really seems to know. I have heard a rumor that there used to be a spirit in here, but I don't know what happened to it.
Huh. Can you use that trick to get to other places you're not supposed to be?
I mean, theoretically, though, the only person that I've tried this with was Fluffy at previous occasions, and she keeps getting scared of falling out of the world, even though that's never happened on one of our excursions.
Does it do anything bad to fall out of the world?
Not really. Like, personally, I haven't seen any major disadvantages except that you have to go back home and, like, re-enter.
You died.
You died.
All the deaths.
Me.
Welcome to Dark Souls. I mean,
The only issue, is that, getting out of here isn't quite as easy.
Alright.
But we can give it a try. Worst case scenario, maybe I can lead him back to the wall. In fact, let's try that first. It's always worth a shot. And boop. Never mind. Eh. Let's try that again.
This may take a few tries.
I can't tell if it worked or not. Oh. We appear to still be inside.
Well, you're in the wall.
Wait. No. Hold on.
You
Wait.
did it?
Well, I'm out. Hold on. Dino.
Well, now he can teleport to you, right?
Dino.
Wait, you.
This is the reverse version of No You. There we go. Hey, 3 candles. Nice.
Where did you just get 3 candles from?
We forge candles as we collect candle wax.
Oh, you had some, like, left over.
Also, may I just shout out, Dino looking fabulous tonight. Look at that bird on his head. He's so cute.
Oh, there is a bird. I thought that was part of his hair.
Wow, Spleen.
I'm sorry, I'm bad with details.
And then we'll just talk to this elder. And this is Fluffy's favorite elder.
Is that serious or a joke?
Might be slightly sarcastic.
I feel like it's a little sarcastic.
We do match. It's adorable. I love it.
This is like the first female elder. She does seem quite a bit more energetic than the others. Oh, bit rude. But okay. Okay, the hammer's a nice touch. She is beating the light. I have concerns. It's still a fire, lady. You didn't do anything.
I am confused.
It's okay. That's a very common and appropriate response to this scenario.
She took your flame, hit it twice, put it in a box, and then called it hers. She just stole your copyright claims.
Can we sue them?
I mean, it kind of is like that.
Well, like, can we sue? I'm pretty sure we can sue.
I mean, she could be storing Light Dino, but if that's the case, we can't sue her. Therefore, she's trying to steal our copyright claim.
It is also worth shouting out that the little box that she put the light inside of looks exactly like those little mechanisms on the wall, which were used to power the opening of the door.
Yeah, that seems pretty suable if you ask me, but then again.
I patented those light boxes with my light.
We should at least ask for royalties.
Right.
The nerve of some people.
So, what's this area?
This is just the end of the forest, and then from from this point, you would fly up through that tunnel, and then you go into the Valley of Triumph.
Oh.
It's
Triumph of what?
that is where the tournaments are.
We have tournaments?
Yes, we do. So far we've been through the Isle of Dawn, which has next to nothing in it. And then there was Daylight Prairie. Yeah, it does seem that has happened. We changed servers again. And then there is Daylight Prairie, which is probably one of the most, if not the most populated areas, where you see all the people have built homes for themselves, and like each of the little islands are called villages. And like places you go, you actually like see people around. Like in the area where you see the villages, you walk into one of the little huts, and there's a guy like working on something, and he's tired, and so he's like nodding off and like yawning and stuff. And eventually he finally stops and he's like, ugh. And he goes and lays down on his bed and just collapses.
Is it like actual people, or is this like the spirits?
These are the spirits, yeah. The ancestors.
Also, are these like alive spirits? As kind of like as you people are spirits, and they're just like and they just lost their light somehow and turned into stone, or are they dead and gone, and this is just a ghost of their former selves?
Well, again, everyone is referred to as ancestors. I am inclined to believe that everyone is dead. Something that's also worth calling out is that when you look at us, we're all orange, right? Like we're lit, like we have an orange tint to us. Mm-hmm. Whereas all of them, they lack that tint. They're more gray or even bluish. And so I believe that that is an indication that they're gone.
You do see them in orbit, though, right?
You do. You see them in orbit, and ones that you have ascended will even have that orange tint back, but they only have it there.
Wait, so are the elders gone? Or are they still around waiting in their little stones?
So, the elders are interesting. You actually do see them all in the Vault of Knowledge. You get to say one last goodbye, kind of, to them in the Vault of Knowledge, which we will get to see here. And then they kind of, like, fade away. Dino, I'm not sure what you were doing, but you were not on my shoulders.
You're like a mama cat. You're grabbing him by the scruff of his shirt, and he's just hanging in front of you.
You see the kind of orange coloration?
Right.
This is also where you can, like, just come and say hi to the spirits without actually having to go to where they actually are in the world.
Huh.
But because I've ascended them, they have that orange tint. Also afro.
Yes, the 70 call.
The 70s called. They actually don't want the afro back. They actually sent explicit instructions on how to burn it.
Wow.
I haven't heard that one before.
Some afros are actually pretty good.
You are free to your opinion, Squire. I will disagree, though.
Have you ever seen Dr. J's afro?
No.
Who's Dr. J?
I don't know of a Dr. J.
Oh, that's a new problem. Huh?
You're right. It is a me problem. I haven't met enough people. I have no
Yeah.
social life.
That being said, now that he's older, I don't think he would have one. But I could be mistaken.
Oof.
He got older, you know, like that happened.
He got older, smarter,
And bald.
more mature.
I don't think, I'm pretty sure he's not bald. Pretty sure.
Oh, man.
Oh, who's this person?
That is the juggler. He's from one of the past events. And I'm not sure if we'll really get to cover the events in this one. We'll see how far we are by the time we get through the main story. But we will talk about events at some point.
Do the event spirits stay around forever?
Kind of. Recently, they actually incorporated them into the world again. It used to be that all of these tunnels and backways were just here, and there wasn't much explanation as to why. But recently, they've incorporated all the traveling spirits back into the world to where you can at least get the initial, like, original emoji that they have from talking to them in the world normally. But it used to be that they would only appear in their places when they came back as traveling spirits.
And you don't get to ascend these?
You can, only when they come back as traveling spirits, though. Every 2 weeks or so, a spirit comes through just to visit from a past event.
Where did they visit from?
No one knows. I assume orbit.
Always orbit, never anything else.
I mean, when you did.
The Traveler Spirit Dance.
I mean, I personally am very partial to the Traveling Spirits Dance because that actually is my favorite emote. But you don't have to. He'll be back. And so if you want to wait and save your candles and hearts for another occasion, you can do that by all means.
Is that the one with the little, like, shoulder jig?
No, the shoulder jig was actually from the event in this area, the Valley of Dreams. The one he's talking about is the current spirits event. I think I have it in here. I just don't know where it is. Oh, there it is. Yeah, this one.
Yeah, that thing that happened almost exactly 3 years ago.
What happened 3 years ago?
You know, the whole pre-COVID thing where we could actually go to places.
Lol.
So, the two people is all you need for this one?
You actually can enter with just one. But this is the skating race. There are actually 8. There is 1 on each side.
Oh.
Well, there's 4 on each side, and so you can go through either side.
Feels that long.
Huh.
Looks like he wants to skate. Off we go.
Peregrine Falcon. Now the question is skating or flying faster?
Here, skating, because flying here will slow you down, because you're not supposed to fly here.
Fair.
So the game stops you from flying here, kind of. Wouldn't gliding be faster?
No. Oh, Genshin. What are you picking up candles on the way?
These are lights, and so the objective of the race isn't actually to come in first, it's to pick up as many lights as you can.
Oh.
These aren't candles, however, it will give you a candle at the end once you finish the race.
What are these lights? Are they just like disembodied birds?
I mean, honestly, I think they're kind of just lights. I don't really think there's any significant meaning behind them, or at least none that I've been able to see.
There must be significant meaning.
They're kind of just points for an objective.
Do you get anything for winning?
When you finish the race for the first time each day, you will receive a candle. And so, by that logic, you could interpret these to be candle wax. But, I don't know.
Do the lights respawn if you take it more than once?
If you do the race multiple times in a day, the lights will still be here, but you will not receive a candle at the end twice.
So
You only
winning
get
only
one
basically
candle.
gives bragging rights over people.
I mean, you do get some acknowledgement at the end if you're first to the bottom. The person who's first to the bottom gets to step forward at the end in the final cutscene, and also the person that collected the most lights gets to step forward to the bottom at the end of the cutscene.
Oh, we got 2 minutes.
Nah, but not to.
Oh no.
Oh, what's all those?
So the race kind of has a built-in victory lap in it, and so you get to skate around a little bit and collect all of these at the very end.
They have the little star icon on them, so it looks like they're your wings.
Yeah, no, just little lights. Yeah, see, I think I got down here first, and so I got to step forward. And there are candles.
I'll go ahead and make a new call.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Ooh.
Okay, I have made it.
I have a chibi on my back.
This is the way.
The only way. We are missing the square.
And you're doing.
Oh no, spoon and
Okay.
stereo.
I'm proud. I'm positive.
I mean, we are also proud of him, but for different reasons.
Yes. Yes.
Whee!
So is there any reason given to why these worlds are named the way they are?
Specifically, not really. Like, a few of them, you can ascertain why. Like, okay, I know.
See you later.
Valley of Triumph, you participate in a race, you win.
Fair.
And so you can kind of guess for that one. But outside of that, These are also the twins.
Twins?
Yes, they collectively are the elder of this world. And you could consider them to be two separate elders, and so by that logic there are 7 elders still, even though they only live in 6 of the realms.
Is there any, like, very close one to this realm?
How do you mean?
Like, is there anything else that has any, how to put it? Any like other competitions or arena areas?
Ah, I see. No, this is the only one that has a race in it, if you will, or 2 races in it technically. Which the logic that I've concluded for there being 2 of them is that one of them represents the flying race and the other represents the skating race.
Fair.
But yeah, that's the twins. The 2 of them are very popular in the franchise as well.
Really? Any
Yes.
idea why?
Not entirely sure. I don't know. Tall, dark, and handsome, maybe. I don't know.
They looked pretty bright to be tall, dark, and handsome.
I don't know, man.
So are you still in the valley, or are you moving on?
So the next area down here, this leads into the wastelands. So we are transitioning into the green of the wastelands now.
Oh. Huh. Are those towers sticking above the clouds like the remains of the ancient civilization?
So a lot of the things
What was that?
that was one of the whales. Remember we saw a skeleton earlier? That's the full thing.
Okay.
But there are many ruins in this area. And if we're going by the logic that the different areas represent continuation in time, then this is what happened after the area was absolutely ransacked by war. Because presumably around this time is when the Krill were born out of the darkness and they tried to fight them off. And so this entire area represents and bears the scars of a war against the Krill.
How do you, where are the signs?
You'll see them soon.
Or am I about to see them?
Like I said, the entire area is covered in ruins, so you're going to see a lot of that. And you've seen some of this before, and I think we may have talked about it before, but the water here isn't safe because it's literally, like, covered in oil. Oh, there's Dino.
Oh, he got back quick.
Oh, that was quick. I'm impressed. And, again, ruined and destroyed. There's also crabs here.
Are the crabs only here, or do they come in other places?
Crabs do appear in other places, and the amount of danger that they present is minimalistic. However, the numbers that they have here are enough to where they become a problem. Welcome back, Squire, I think.
Yeah, that was him.
Okay. Yeah, you can just see them all.
What was the spirit you just passed?
That spirit is, so that is what I kind of call the flinching spirit. I don't remember her actual name. But, we actually may be able to relive some of the spirits here, actually. Because, a couple of them tell you a lot.
Huh.
But, the spirit back here gives you the cowering emoji. Or the emote.
And can you relive any spirit's memories?
Yes.
Eh,
You can relive the memory of any spirit at any time. However, there are some spirits where I don't know the exact. Oh, welcome back, Potato.
Thank you. I'm having chocolate.
Oh no.
Wise decision.
I don't know the exact explanation for this though, but there are some spirits where they don't have a physical form that appears like these guys do. It might be that they're super old. Or it could be one thing that I've always concluded. One thing that I've concluded is that they don't remember necessarily what they were doing. And so you literally take the hand of the spirit and you have to guide them through their memories as if their memory is fragmented.
Oh, she just disappeared.
Yeah, they do that.
What's the Elders? Wait, is the Elders Temple of this world, or
Yes.
does it go to anyone?
The Elder Temple of this world.
Okay.
So when you go through the game for the first time and you collect the spirits, their souls are delivered to the altar where the Elder is. And then you go there to free them, kind of. And so when you first approach the altar, you'll see them all kneeling there. And then after you speak to the Elder, their spirits go up into the sky. Presumably to orbit.
Okay.
And you start to see things in this area where it kind of looks like shields and spears stuck on the ground. Granted, very large ones. But it looks like weapons and things of the like.
It's a baby manta ray.
And I'll actually show you this bit here. This is where you meet your first krill in the game. And
That'd be a dead baby manta ray.
they teach you off the bat that the krill are dangerous through the sacrifice of this baby manta ray.
That's a lot of manta rays to teach all the people. Oh, he just straight up ate it.
No, baby macaroni.
Rip.
Do krill actually eat anything, or do they just kill?
They kind of just yeet everything. Like, you never really see them consume
Layers.
anything in the strictest sense. They kind of just knock the crap out of you and then laugh.
Really?
Yeah, it kinda.
Some deep metallic rumbling, just laughing at you?
Well, minus the literal laughing.
Huh.
This guy is designed to show you the safe path through this area.
I wonder if the people had wings when the krill appeared.
It would definitely be an effective way to escape. And here, I'd be willing to say I think there are 2 or 3 spirits that have capes here. Which, no, that's not the most. But I think the other place that has like several spirits that have multiple capes are the Rainforest and Daylight Prairie, I think, maybe. And so this is one of the places where multiple people have capes.
What's a place where the least people have capes?
That would be Isle of Dawn, but also Isle of Dawn only has 3 people, and none of them have capes.
And why did he just turn into a black mass over there?
So that is where you can actually go and relive the cutscene for the spirit. We're just skipping it, but every spirit does that. And then this leads down to the boneyard. the bones of creatures.
I feel like those things are big enough to fight Krill. What happened to them?
Clearly they didn't
They
win.
lost.
Oof.
I mean, obviously, but
Because
how?
they're big enough doesn't mean that they're gonna actually win.
Now they're just bigger krill.
Yes. Oh, that'd be terrifying.
Like, these things are arguably, possibly, it appears that they were much bigger than the krill.
I feel like, I mean, yeah, just because you're bigger doesn't automatically mean that you'll win, but I mean, it definitely helps.
And I'm not sure if you guys can hear it, but when the krill pass by, you can hear the clanging of the metallic legs. And a little crackling. Like, they're not living creatures. They're machines.
Oh, yeah, I can hear it.
And of course, there's that growling sound. If you look, you can also see, like, the black particulates falling off of them.
So, if the krill came from the darkness, how are they made of metal?
Well,
Because clearly the darkness is metal.
Yes. Ah.
one thing that you will commonly see, even here in the wastelands to be honest, but in Eden as well, there are lots of pipes that kind of like are full of like dark sludge and oil. As if the area is like a factory or something. Because remember, a lot of the darkness things kind of lead back towards and lean back towards pollution.
Mm-hmm.
And so, in essence, you could say that Eden is a factory.
Interesting take.
Remember what I said about the weapons and shields?
Fair.
And ruined buildings.
Well, that one looks like the spear attacked the shield.
Just straight up went through.
That is usually what happens, yes?
Well, yes, but the krill don't have weapons. They just ram.
They are a weapon.
Exactly. Yeah. So why is the shield and spear, presumably weapons that would be used by us against said krill? Why is the spear destroying the shield?
To be fair, it could have fallen there.
He missed.
There's also broken barricades like these everywhere.
Ancient war, I'm guessing.
Very large barricades as well.
Did they come from the darkness, or did rival factions, did one of them make the krill, since it's factory-based?
I mean, there is possibility that if darkness was creeping into the area, that the people could have turned against each other during that time as well.
So that's actually a really good point. Because this is like war setup that's been abandoned for years.
Yeah, whatever went down here, clearly they didn't clean up after. It is potentially that they all killed each other off. And so everyone that was left behind either went somewhere else or there was no one left.
I'm very interested in this. This is very cool.
It's a very small number of weapons to be left behind, though. I mean, yes, I understand you don't want to go and model, like, hundreds and hundreds of spears, but...
Fair.
More than anything, and this is just me talking again, but more than anything, there seems to be left a lot of the barricades, which to me kind of carries the idea that they were running away. A lot of these barricades are left behind, and so they were trying to get away more than anything. Like, there may have been some people standing back to fight, but it literally may have been just to get them off the backs of those that were fleeing.
Could that be, instead of a shield, could that be like a scale from a krill?
This is a sword.
Well,
There's
yes.
the weapon.
This is a sword here.
Also, these people...
Okay, who's wielding that?
These are elder-sized. I will say that.
Oh.
Like, these weapons are very easily elder-sized.
Like, those are
Massive.
ballista-sized spears.
But even the barricades as well. Like, look at the size of the barricades. Like, the people that were fighting were larger than us at the very least. And whatever they were holding off was also large.
I mean, we did just pass a giant boneyard.
Fair. But that...
And then when you get down here, this feels like it was closer to the last bastion down here. Because
I see what you mean.
this is where all the mess is.
Yeah, something happened here.
A lot of something happened here, and whatever it was didn't end well. And it's also worth calling out that when you light this torch here, the krill come back.
Oh.
Like,
What was that?
the door opens, but then look behind us.
I mean, we will as soon as the gate raises. Well, they're back.
Oh.
Oh,
no.
you weren't kidding.
Oh, so the krill are kind of waiting around for a job they haven't finished.
They're literally standing there. Like, I think there's at least 3 of them, possibly, I think 4 of them. And if you stand here too long, they swarm this spot.
You probably shouldn't stand here too long, then.
Yeah, we're moving. We're getting out of here.
Oh. That's interesting. The war here... To the krill at least, it didn't end. Because they're waiting to finish the job.
That or the lighting means that there's something they can eat.
Possibly, but they react to the gate opening, not you.
But I did like a
because-
torch. Because I lit a torch to open the gate.
Yeah, but...
Something else powered by
well,
light.
You're pretty bright yourself, so I would... I don't know. And they don't seem to react to you unless you fall into their little radar.
Fair. And they only see you when you're lit. Like, if you're dark, if your light goes out, they're less likely to see you. They might look right over you, even. So they only
I
go
guess
after
that
you when
lends
you
to the
emit light.
idea that the krill are machines, because their programming... Whatever their end program was, wasn't finished.
Like,
Considering they're still around.
they're out for anything that emits light. Like, any living being that emits light, they're after. They want it gone. They want it dead.
If you don't enter the door and you just like fly off, do the krill start headed towards the door more, or do they just resume their patrol?
They patrol. They swarm the area, and then they make their way around in that spot looking.
Oh, indeed.
We got our answer.
Dino's still here. Yes. I think he is.
So did the spirits become statues? Or the elders, did they become statues, or did they just... Is that just built in their memory?
From what I can tell, or at least this is just me assuming, these are altars, and so I think that these were built in honor of the elders. I don't think they are the elders themselves.
So he was fighting when he died, but who was he fighting? Was it the Krill or was it someone else?
Possibly both.
Why not
If this was
both?
an ancient war and the Krill are mechanical, they'd be left for a while, longer than any organic thing would.
True.
And then we enter the last realm before Eden, the Vault of Knowledge. And one of the big ways of getting up through this area is by solving puzzles. Now granted, they are very simple puzzles, and the answers are all but given to you. But they are puzzles.
I mean, at least in that rules card puzzles.
Considering that we are children, it is a puzzle that would be appropriate to give to a child.
Well, it's time for the elevator sequence. Here we go.
You have an elevator sequence?
This room, basically.
Lol. This entire realm.
Well, if these are different points in these are different points in time following in a sequence. Who built the Vault of Library after the war?
Or was it here during it?
From what I can tell, the people that you find in this area are scholarly, if you will. And there aren't very many of them. Like, in the cutscenes from the other areas, you'll often see, oh, they're interacting with other people in the world. Oh, they're talking to this person. And no, you don't meet that person, but they're there. Whereas, with the spirits here, it's sometimes just them. And there aren't many other people that they're interacting with. And so, the keepers of the Vault of Knowledge seem to live very lonely lives. It seemed like it was kind of just them. And each floor is dedicated to one of the other areas, or potentially one of the other time periods. As if they happened prior to all this, and the knowledge here in the vault is all that's left.
It's possible that you could build up a vault like this over time, though.
True.
Unless...
If they do exist in different time periods, I'd be willing to say that the Vault of Knowledge came long, long after everything else. Like, judging by how big it is, the technology here also appears to be far more advanced. Like, we're on an elevator.
True.
Looks like you're low on power.
I mean, our only light source is that, up there. And we have to recharge it every floor. No one said it was great.
Phone, but that works too.
Something about the power supply of this structure doesn't seem...
No. I mean, it's definitely... This area, like other areas before, you could get around normally, but this one kind of like requires wings. Making it without them.
I mean,
Wing.
Wait, no. We don't speak of that.
I mean, one wing run.
No. Worst decision I've ever made.
Did I bring up bad memories?
No, Potato did, but you helped.
Always ready to assist.
Oh, I was helpful. Not like that.
Well, someone should have been more specific.
Okay, apparently it's going that way now. Nope, it's going back the other way. Apparently it can't decide. This is fine.
These you definitely cannot do without wings, so they had to have them. Does everyone here have wings? All the spirits, you mean?
There are a couple. Not all of them, though. Definitely not all.
We'll take this one aside.
That's how that
An escalator, I guess. Escalator, stairs, service stairs.
We don't have service stairs.
Staff only.
Bruh.
I will say that, I don't want to necessarily call it a missed opportunity, but each of these floors is intended to represent a previous area, but there isn't really any paraphernalia in the areas that represent the previous area. It's kind of just, oh, you complete this area and you get a symbol on the wall.
Welcome back, Squire.
We are honored that you could join us and grace us with your presence today.
So why do these manta rays look, hollow?
They're the starry manta rays. And my only explanation for that, honestly, is that I think they're actually just a different breed. I don't necessarily think there's anything super mystical about it. I think they're just a different type of manta ray. Because they even have their own sound. Like, this is the sound for the normal manta ray. And then these have their own sound. It's not exceptionally different, but it is different. Again, could be wrong about that.
Like the night area of your consideration of all of them being parts of the day since you
Yes.
start at Dawn Isle.
This is very much the night area. This is the final area before Eden itself, and so it is very much reminiscent of night. It would be night if they had continued that mechanic and that gimmick. Which that is represented here. Everything down to the star-like lights in the ground.
Maybe it's almost like trees in winter. Maybe they are the same manta ray. They just, without strong sources of light, they turn into a night sky instead of a solid white because they can't expend that much energy without the sun shining on them.
They become translucent.
Yeah.
It's an idea.
Or the same thing as like some, I don't know if it was ptarmigans or something, their coat changes depending on the season.
Could be. Again, it's all speculation, so there are lots of things that could be the case. And I intentionally, before doing this, haven't looked a whole lot into the stuff that's out there.
Whoa.
It's the amalgamanta, run!
It's a mama manta. But actually, what is that?
Clearly, it's a centimanta.
Is it a centimanta or a millimanta?
I'm gonna stick with
Okay.
Santa.
That's a big manta ray. Do you run into any others like this?
Nope, this is the only one of its kind. If you don't count the two little ones in front here that don't seem quite the same to me, honestly. Like, they might be the same, but they don't look it to me at least. They seem like
They're
something
like
else.
baby alphas?
They are definitely tiny. Much smaller than this one.
Wait, are those bones under there?
Yes, there are bones.
Are those... Okay, those are actually in the wall. I thought they were floating under the thing. I was just like, wait a second. You look gelatinous. Where did you get bones?
Yeah. Quick, gotta plug back in. We're going down, Mayday.
What do these belong to?
No idea.
Hey, what Mayday?
No, it's just Mayday on my end.
Oh. Oh, I was confused.
I
It
did
takes a few
tell
seconds.
you were low on power.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Charging hide.
Whee! Also, worth shouting out that the light gets more and more full as we go. It's nice and shiny
Plug
now.
it in at least.
Tells you what floor you're on. What floor are you on? 3/4 crystal.
Instead of floors, it's just levels of crystal charge.
This is the way.
This gives a new meaning to platform 4 3/4.
Yeah. Wait, what area was that?
9 3/4. It's Harry Potter.
Oh no. It looked like a wait, was that the wasteland? It looked like a shield and a spear.
Mm-hmm.
The bones make sense then with this area.
Wait, you're going down, or is the crystal going up?
The crystal's going up.
Oh, okay.
It has reached full charge.
Why isn't it taking you with it?
Its power is too great.
It's an excellent question.
It has ascended.
We don't get to participate in that part of the ride. Instead, we chill down here with the manta rays.
Can we hit your ride?
Also, apparently a dead dino.
No, Dinah, no.
Dino, you can do it. I believe in you. You can ride on my back, I promise. Oh, he's sleeping.
No. Oh no. He's dead. He gone.
Oh!
I mean, mood.
Wait, what?
No.
Hold on! Dino,
My
no!
people need me.
I'm coming! Anyway, our way out of here is the manta rays.
Going from sleep to ascension in 2.0 seconds flat.
0 to 100 real quick.
I've only been using a fraction of my real power.
Oh no, he's still sleeping.
Ow!
You might make me use 1% of my power.
Now, did Dino do that, or did the giant manta ray just eat him
No.
up to the top and just drop him there?
I'm pretty sure it was the manta rays, but they definitely do like to eat you.
Welcome back.
There we go.
Hey, he's alive.
And be sure to get to the candles. And then
Wait,
up
is that all
here.
the elder statues?
Yes. All in one place. All 7 of them.
Interesting. Oh, it's a sage.
Come here, child.
I've been sitting here for a long time. My legs fell asleep. I need you to walk closer.
I mean, sitting like that, mood, honestly.
Oddly enough, I think I only know this guy as as the flute player in that one animatic.
You put light in the crystal.
I think it's.
I mean, at least
You
he
didn't even
asked
have to open
nicely.
it. Just let it go like a hot air balloon. You ain't getting that back.
You realize it's gone, right? You ain't gonna see that again.
And maybe a bird. Oh, birds, flying boats. Okay. Lots of people with pots. Right.
Taking light with them.
Forging stuff inside the forest.
Candles perhaps? I don't know if that's supposed to be the war.
The war against bones.
Bones are there though.
And this is the Vault of Knowledge.
Oh, hello there. And I see the twins, I've heard of them.
You missed their interaction earlier.
You bow to no one.
Whoa, who's the big person?
That is Eden.
Oh,
Eden's a person? I thought Eden was a place.
Well, not the person half.
or is it like a representation?
Potentially. I'd be scared of that.
So is what's ahead of you Eden?
Yes, Eden is the final area.
That's... guess we'll die then.
Guess I'll die. Huh.
And I will say, we are going to tackle this. Rip my stars. But, Dino, you do not have to if you do not want to. You got yeeted to another server again.
Yeah, he did.
There's been a lot of eating lately.
Yeah, eating is the way. The game's a little overzealous with it, but, you know, it's got the spirit.
It just needs to learn to channel it productively.
I don't know, making Dino look like an absolute boss was pretty productive.
There he is. Would you like to enter the death with us, Dino? He appears to be along for the nest, so here we go.
We should die in here.
Entry requires 20 stars.
You will not make it with that many, unless you are a boss.
Or have severe help.
That too.
I don't know what you're talking about. And because I hate myself.
Oh no,
Wait.
are you making yourself baby again?
What could possibly go wrong?
This is fine.
Oh no! Oh no, you went extra tiny.
Ah, yes. This is... This really is like the two people in a trench coat thing now.
I love how he's also like pointing forward, like, charge!
This is fabulous.
Like, hold on. I hope he's still in that pose. Potato, screenshot this.
Hang on here.
Yes.
Got it.
Yes. And do those 5 lanterns represent anything that you just walked past?
Just the opening of the door. You need to light those to open the door. It's just that, there were enough competent people available that we weren't necessary.
Good. How many do you need? You actually need 5?
No, you can light them one at a time, but, the game does like to glitch when you do that, so it can be tricky.
This is safe.
I failed. I failed my ancestors.
I mean, actually,
Barely
though,
stepped into
because
Eden.
they're all rocks.
Okay, let's try this again. I love how he's still pointing like that. That's hilarious. Okay, let's try this again.
Amazing. I don't know about this. I feel like Dino's about to get hit like a bug on a windshield.
Wee!
So close.
Okay. I haven't mastered the fly clear to the top yet. So this is as far as I can get with my measly flapping.
I mean, I get the feeling you're not supposed to be baby, but fly to the top of the mountain, so...
Shut up.
I love how you jump into the wind and you get pushed back. So close. Oh. Dino is being like the ultimate Chad right now. Just pointing onward in the face of adversity. See, he's even cheering you on. Look at this man.
Goodness.
Admiration for the ages.
How does this become just a crazy show every time we come to this area?
That's just how it is.
This is supposed to be dark and morbid and somber, and we're just like, oh, yeet into the wind. Blah, blah, blah.
So we have a really tiny person that's running into the wind. We have a slightly larger person riding on top of the shoulder, being the greatest Chad there ever was. And then we have a tiny bird sitting on top of his head that has no idea what it got itself into.
I wish I had my tiny potion to make myself even smaller. That would just make this.
You can get smaller?
Yes, we can. I need to do that one of these times. Like, go through Eden absolutely itty bitty.
That sounds very,
For content. For content.
Content!
Oh no, the krill are back.
You do be like that.
So I wonder what they're doing. How many krill are in this region of Eden? Or Eden, actually, as a whole?
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 6, maybe 7.
And there were 3 in the first area with them, right?
Yeah, something like
Is
that.
there 3 or 4? There's 3 or 4 in the wasteland.
Well, I know there was 3 in... Ooh, person.
This is a bad place to sit. The wind just saved you from becoming a bug. They are not listening.
We were just trying to recharge his light. He's okay.
Okay. What are those red crystals?
Those are, insta-sadness. You touch one of those, and you will lose all your light instantaneously.
Oh. Oh no.
Dino pointing in the face of danger.
Dino has unflappable courage.
Unflappable.
I mean, it is a word.
Yeet! I'm good.
I have so many
Art
screen
of not
shots, you have
getting
no idea.
dunked on by a rock.
Okay, this is fine.
This is fine. The bird might disagree.
Dino's just up there like, it grazed my bird!
Oh no, this doesn't look safe at all.
No.
I know you're short, but I don't think you're that short.
You underestimate my shortness.
No, fair.
Go.
Like is this a broken pipe or a tower on its side?
I've always interpreted it to be a broken pipe. With nasty water in the bottom. Potentially
It's getting
oil.
too windy. He's holding on with both hands now.
Nope, he's pointing forward again.
Oh,
So I'm
there we
a
go.
little tired.
Yeah, you just had to let the blood get back. Oh no, it's red. That one person's goner.
Oh no! 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 No!
They gone.
Oh no!
They gone.
Oh no! Go, buddy, go!
He will be
It's a moth!
It's a moth!
Oh no!
wonder.
It's a moth! Oh no!
brave little moth.
No wonder they were having problems.
The poor baby.
Just like cutscene goes up, directly zooms in on the krill about to about to end that moth's dreams.
Your hopes and dreams are belong to me.
That poor moth never saw it coming.
Never see
Oh,
it.
the
Oh
MCA.
wait. We both did it.
Careful, potato.
You'll never see it coming.
No, it won't. No, you won't. Because they ban you after.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on him and make sure he makes it. Don't stop
The
there.
vet's looking out for that newbie.
This way. This way. Come this way. Yes, this way. Follow me.
Honk! Follow the sound of my honk!
No, just follow Dino's pointing. It always leads the way forward. This oh no!
Maybe not that forward.
This is amazing.
Keep going. Keep going.
The chat's not-
Keep going. Keep going.
Oh no, no, no,
Oh, no.
Guys, no.
Oh, the moth made it. Okay, we're good.
Okay.
Chappy, like, bruh.
And that crab is upside down. Why?
When you do a deep call near the crabs, they flip over.
Hurry, the crab's gonna explode.
Crab rave, explode. Uh-oh, the moth's moving on without you.
Moth!
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh
Nasty little boogers.
Oh, I have a fun story.
Nasty little shield breakers.
no. Nasty little shield breakers.
I almost got yeeted right into that crystal. My word.
That was close. But are they supposed to... I know what they... obviously, you mentioned what they did, but what is... what are they?
I'm not sure what
Like
they're
suckers?
intended to be, honestly. I learned very early on, in a very unfortunate fashion, that we don't touch those.
But I want to touch it. Oh, frozen person.
Frozen stone person.
Are all those children of light, or are they elders? Or some of the elders?
Here, from what I understand, they're intended to depict children of light like us. That came here and didn't make it.
And what's the... And are we just... When we give them, like, the wing to set them free, does that... They ascend to orbit too, or do they just
Yes.
go home?
They ascend to orbit, and then when you get to orbit, they are there, they thank you, and then they disappear. Forward!
Fast.
Forward!
Possible.
I think we can.
Moth? Hurry up, Moth. The moth!
Uh-oh.
Moth? Oh no. Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no.
The guy just standing at the entrance. Well, it's not glowing red, so I think he's okay for now.
Wait here, Dino. I'm gonna check on the moth.
No, they're down there. No, the newbie lives. It's running for the entrance.
They have one star left.
Ooh!
Oh. Oh no.
Oh! Oh!
Keep going! Keep going! That's it, keep going!
Oh no. It's got the newbie in its sights. Run!
no, it's about to get you in his sights.
You were like 6 feet away.
The rock said no.
Oh no. Guys, get in the cave.
Get the banana. Oh no 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 no.
Oh no.
No.
Oh.
No, just stay.
No, don't stay there. Stay there. Stay there. Don't come back. Stay there.
Chris, banana.
You are going dark.
Oh, we've been in Eden before. It's just we found someone
just chooses
whose
to do
first
it
time
in
visiting.
tiny-
No 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 wait no 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 no.
Not again. Not again. Not again. Not again.
Ow.
Not again. Nope.
Oh,
Oh dear.
hi Dino. How's it going? Thank you.
Thanks, Dino.
How many times do you think you've run Eden by now, Silver?
I've run Eden many times, but I have this terrible habit of every time I see someone struggling, I'm compelled to help them. It usually gets me in trouble.
I mean, at least the moth is
Considering
okay.
you made it like first try with Dino on your head, and then you went back. Now, no, that's the problem. Dino wasn't on your head pointing forward.
You know what? That is the problem. Allow me to apply him back to my crown.
We gotta work together.
I mean, Dino came off the head. You got hit by the krill, and then like rocks like 3 times. Yeah. Coincidence? I think not.
I hope that moth is okay. It didn't look like they had many stars left on their
Come on, go 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 go.
It's not like this.
Oh yeah. It's gotta be Dino. Dino's it. It's Dino's pointing.
Yes, clearly this is the answer. It's the moth. Hi, Woody.
Oh, it's got a lot of stars again. It only had one when we saw it last time.
Yeah, he was struggling, poor guy.
At least they waited.
They're probably too afraid to go.
Oh, hey, Vulpix.
Hi, Vulpix.
He's
Am I missing something?
I mean,
nuggets.
I appreciate nuggies. Okay, so Dino, we are going in. You don't have to come with us if you want to keep your stars, but I am heading in. He doesn't appear to be coming off my head.
Away we go.
Oh dear.
But yeah, there are chicken nuggets in the shape of dinosaurs.
I've never had them.
I might have had them, but I don't really get them, or at least didn't get them that often, I guess.
Are they called Dino Nuggies?
Some people call them that.
That is often called the crystal at the end. I'm not entirely sure if it's an actual item, though. I think it might just be a crack in the mountains. I just don't know.
Oh. 10 steps in, there's already a dead one there. It's the mission of a prince.
Oh.
Oh.
His prince is still here. I can't see the prince for you, Dinah, so you may have to find him on your own. Because I don't remember where he
Really
is.
far in or something?
He's about halfway in. He's in the first area. So maybe halfway is an overstatement.
From the Little Prince story.
I don't know what that is either.
It's where we get the whole, please, sir, draw me a sheep.
I don't know what that is either.
I
I guess I'm gonna have to read that off stream again.
have all my shrines in this area already, so I'm gonna babysit the moth.
Okay.
We got 10 minutes.
Yeah, we have 10 minutes. We should be done with this area by then.
The amount of pelted those rocks do when you get hit.
It's pretty brutal, not gonna lie.
Well. The oop is strong.
Ow! You just had to come and smack me for good measure, didn't you?
I mean, sometimes you gotta do it.
I think the moth is trying to like you. Sure.
I mean,
Well,
I
think
definitely
just seeing
appreciate
the
it.
vibe will do that.
Let's see. I don't know where the prince is. I think it might be. I'm doing my best to
we'll
look
be
after the
fine.
moth, though now that I've said that, I have officially misplaced the moth.
I think I went to the right. Oh,
There they are.
I seem to have misplaced my moth.
Dino's got discovered. His pointing will never fail.
I mean, you can find
I mean, if you want, sure. As soon as we get out of here, I can send you a QR code.
Yay!
We're collecting friends at this point. Though from what I hear, it is possible for your friends list to fill up. So hopefully that doesn't happen anytime soon.
My friends are my power.
Moth is way back here still. Ow. No.
No, I'm off.
I'm coming,
The
buddy.
big oof.
Eee! Woo!
Stand there.
What's up, boo? You good?
I don't think they see. I don't know if they see a way on. Nope, they're making a run for it.
I will say,
Oh, they're gonna get hit. No.
my first time here, I didn't know I was supposed to lose all my stars, and so I was trying to hold on to as many of my stars as possible. And there was one point where I was huddled behind a rock for 5 minutes, trying to wait for the rocks to stop, and they never stopped.
Oh.
And after a while, I was like, I think I have to just go into the barrage.
Oh, look, we're all back together again.
Now we can die together.
I mean, yes, but
Now we can all die together. Oh, gracious.
it is merciless in here.
No kidding.
Well, that person's making a run for the hiding hole. Oh, they took a hit.
Yeah, they take some pretty heavy hits in here too. Like, it's brutal.
Got like little cracks in them.
Yes, so the ones that I've done already are like this. I've been here before. And so they look like this because they're ready to bust out. They're ready to go to orbit.
Wait, we lost Dino. No.
He's over
His
there.
pointing must lead us. And now resurrect us.
Hee, hee, hee. No.
Oof. Newbie took another shot.
And if I...
Rick, you're behind a rock. That is not behind a rock.
It's just behind, but on the wrong side.
Find the dino on the other side.
We're trying.
Don't let the dino nuckies die.
I don't know, I think Dino's doing the best right now. We have a moth, a dino, and a silver. Nothing could go wrong, so long as Dino points the way. Dino's making a break for it.
Moth is hiding behind a rock, but understandable.
He might be following the prince.
Oh, fair.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
Yeah, the prince also comes here to die in that story.
Oh.
Everyone dies. The end.
Oh dear.
Where are you
Moth?
going, buddy?
Not this way.
Buddy, where are you going?
I'm trying to find the way on.
Back through the crack moth.
I don't think they understand that this is not where you go. Quick, while the rocks are letting up, run! Ah! Oh no.
Oh no.
The moth took another hit. It wants to stay behind the rocks.
Come on.
I can't blame him.
Go.
Dino straight up coming around saying, "Come, this is your place."
Oh. Meanwhile.
This is what happens when Dino's not on the head pointing the way. Oof.
Not again.
No, not that way. Not that way. This way. Ow!
Someone hold the moth.
Grab the moth's hand.
Ow.
Poor child needs some help.
My candle went
Be
out.
friends as rocks rain down.
I've heard dangerous situations form great bonds of friendship. And this is most definitely a dangerous situation. Moth. Yes.
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 Take my hand.
Have your exit buddy.
Do you have your exit dino? Oh, this was a bad time.
Do you want to have a bad time?
We got that one down. Sands will not have to help us there. Alright, we have
Good
a lot
gracious.
of pain going on. Oh,
That's
Dino,
expensive.
wait, what happened to Dino?
Dino.
Dino,
Dino.
He's over there.
okay,
Ow.
still alive.
I saw the name on the floor and it was like, oh no.
Oh no.
Okay, I'm also gonna make a new call.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
Whoop.
I don't know, we had a whole 2 minutes.
Woo!
Quick, change.
Alright, join us when you're ready, Sober.
Okay. Ow.
Perfection.
Alright, go back. I think Squire left.
Oh yeah, he gone. I don't know where it went, but he gone.
Yeah, I was thinking like he was gonna join the next call or something, but I guess not.
He's been gone for a little bit.
Yeah.
Left around the 10-minute mark, so I was wondering if he was gonna come back in the next one. Ooh.
There's a serious amount of oof going on right now.
I will say this is the point where I was, and I was huddled in the corner, like right here, for at least 5 minutes.
Oh. Hmm.
Oh no, he didn't find him.
Oh, no.
Should I look up quickly on YouTube or something?
Is it after death?
No, it's, let's see. Hold on.
Processing.
It was somewhere near this area, I think. It was either over here or... Hold on. It may have been over here, I think. He looks like one of the spirits, but he's wearing a scarf. And so he looks very vaguely different from the others.
Vaguely different in this place. Fabulous.
Yeah, he's not easy to spot, unfortunately.
This is not the time to play hide and seek, little prince.
Why is Moth over there again? Yeah, but he has the scarf on, like the scarf on his neck, the yellow scarf, And so his spirit he's still made of stone. He's made of stone just like the others. But he has the scarf on his neck still.
Ooh, I saw the scarf go flying.
Do you see him? Yeah.
Wings? Oh, right.
Also, why is the moth over there? That's not where I left him.
The moth. I don't know if the moth gonna make it without you. They're probably wondering where their guide went.
I'm gonna go see if I can kick the. Ooh, not yet.
Bad choice, bad choice.
Mistakes were made, mistakes were made.
I am prone to making mistakes.
Mistakes were made.
My name is a mistake. Wait, no.
No, hey.
Mom, why do you keep hiding in the cave?
I don't know. They probably think it's the safest thing.
Okay. Good luck, Dino. I'm gonna go find the moth.
Rescue mission Alpha, go. Oh, gracious. Oh, gracious.
Go, go, go.
We're gonna need it.
Protect the moth. I do my best. But I'm not very good at it.
There's just this checkpoint sitting right out there in the middle of Death Valley.
I'm sure he's trying to get the spirit still. And so he's running around in areas he's been trying to get the spirits. I did the same thing when I came here. I was determined to find every last one when I came here. I did not want to leave a single one behind. Because I felt so bad for them.
The amount of oof going on right now.
Oh no!
You just... Moth? Moth?
Stay with us, Moth.
Stay on this side of the candle, buddy.
I feel like I'm getting the short end of the stick.
The short end of the stick.
No, shut up!
I wonder why.
I
The
didn't
moth's
see
on the
what they
run.
did. Oh no.
Do you see it, Dino? I think he's down to 3 stars. Oh no, I think he has 4. He came in here with 6.
Oh. Baby, no.
Oh no!
Moth! Live! Live, Moth! Why does he keep tripping?
I think he's being hit by different waves of rocks than we are.
I guess they're synced up differently. It's not just being a moth.
Oh, great. You're both out of light, and the only light the stick's right there. Okay. We have light.
He's covered in a lot of black particulates.
Big oof. What does that mean if he's covered in a bunch of stuff?
That's usually an indication that your light's going out.
What does that mean?
When you lose your light here, you die.
He gonna die.
Oh.
I don't think this moth's gonna make
Hi guys, this is Up on Rock.
Apologies. I'm gonna try and see if I can find something here. Oh no!
Oh, we lost the moth.
No! I was
Did you
more
save
right
the
than I
moth?
thought. No!
No, the prince is gone and the moth is dead. No! Can you save the moth?
Unfortunately, no. I'm stuck on the moth. I'm stuck on the moth.
Just put in the oof sound effect for like every single time you get hit and just see what happens.
It'd be almost like a Gatling gun of oofs.
I see this as complete, an advantage.
Okay, so
This wasn't spirit.
Nah, you should do the Yoda Lego death sound.
Alright, Dino is checking YouTube.
As Dino checks his YouTube, we await as the rocks mercilessly pelt down upon us. Side note, where are all these rocks coming from?
I do not have a definitive answer for that, unfortunately. This is an obscene amount of rocks. Honestly, I'm offended.
The moth is staying with us. So,
Spirit of the moth.
I guess we play recorder, My Heart Will Go On the flute while we're waiting.
Yeah.
I don't think it will, though, because we're going to walk about 100 steps that way, and then we're going to become paste.
Gonna be delivered home at the end of a spatula.
Wind up in the obituary section in the newspaper. You know how it ends.
No, moth is chirping.
I am also trying to see if I can find the little prince.
Martha's trying to figure out why not dead person is standing there. Oh, look, I can play with the star. In the middle of Death Valley itself.
This is like, what are you doing?
Staying where it's safe.
Okay, I think I may have found it.
Does the prince have multiple stages, or is it just one guy?
Oh, sweet.
Oh,
Dino
he found
knows where it
it.
Dino has discovered the way.
He found the way. He always does.
He points the way, leading bravely onward.
Charge!
At some point, the moth will be given the option to ditch us, and so they will probably disappear at some point.
He gave light to him before the mission? What does that do?
Okay. So according to what
Dino says he gave light to the prince before the mission. What does that mean?
I'm not sure what he's referring to.
Like you've already done this, or?
Maybe?
Oh, moth is still dutifully following.
I don't think Moth has a choice in the matter. At least until Silver dies.
Okay.
Alright, he's off to pass even and see what happens.
Okay. That works, if that's what he wants to do. In that case...
Forward.
Ow! Ah!
So close.
This is insult to injury at this point.
I don't even know if it's insult to injuries. This feels like just injury to injury.
Ow! Okay. Forget this nonsense. In we go.
Run!
And there's a spirit over here I haven't done yet, so I'm gonna pick it up.
We're gonna try to pick it up.
Make it.
I mean, I have 60 lives left. If I die between now and then, something's wrong.
The rocks. Challenge accepted.
No!
Is there any way to make it? Is there any end to this? Or does it just stretch on forever?
There is an end, actually.
Oh, really?
There is. There is a hill at the end of the area, and across that hill are the last 3 spirits. And then after that, there aren't any more. It's just ness.
Like Oblivion or more rocks?
Kind of just more rocks. But since then, the barrage of rocks has become harder to get through. And they made it more difficult because people were getting to the end with a lot of stars left, and so they were just kneeling in the mire, waiting to die. So they made it more difficult.
Because that was needed.
I mean, to be fair, the max number of stars that you can bring to Eden with you is only going to get bigger. So, it makes sense. But
This is an absolute hailstorm.
yes.
There's so many rocks, it's killing the screen resolution.
And that's saying something. The resolution was trash to start with. I think I can make it to the last 3, but I'm not sure.
Push forward!
But this is the last hill here. And over here, this hill, there are 3 more shrines.
Oh, you might be too tiny to make it. I don't know.
I have to try.
Run! So close! Go for
Eh. I flinch every time I get hit.
This is no place to die.
Oh, go, go!
Come on!
Charge!
One more. It's way up there. I don't know if I can make it. Ah!
7!
I can't get
Oh,
no! I can't! I got it! I got it!
Did you get it?
I got it!
One! Pelted into oblivion. Ooh.
Dino's here. You did it, Dino. Oh, no.
You did it!
Dino's on his way. Pointing forward as he always does. Oh.
Now we follow
Quick,
Dino.
we must see where his pointing leads us.
He's getting covered in particles, so I think he might be almost out, too.
That was a brutal.
Everything was suffering. Everything hurt. The screen resolution hurt. The rocks hurt.
The screen hurt, our soul hurt, chat hurt, everyone.
He's like, everyone suffered. Everyone. Literally everyone.
Even the people watching were suffering.
Yeah, basically.
Even the people who weren't watching were suffering. Such existential suffering has not been seen since the Middle Ages.
No, Dino.
Dino died as he lived, pointing
At
the
that
way,
point.
leading the charge.
So, as long as the moth has been here, I have to assume that he opted to stay with us.
That is props, because we were here for a long time.
Doing
Long time
nothing.
after we died.
Like, I took a dance break.
Well, if it was his first time, he probably wanted to see how it ended.
I don't know who these crazy people are, but I at least want to see what happens.
The dancing in the middle of Eden was basically just the epitome of the "this is fine" meeting.
For a second, I thought you just fell butt first into Dino.
I mean,
I don't think that's quite what happened.
It took me half a second to realize you were falling into a mirror.
boing, 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 boing.
Too bad there's not a double jump feature or something like that.
If only.
That's called flying here.
You can't do that if you don't have any wings. Unfortunately. You can also notice right now, remember I was talking about that, like, darker gray tint? Lacking light.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of what I have right now. But, as you see here, we reunite with our light half. And a little bit of yin and yang action.
Without even touching hands. You want a hug? Nah, man, you covered in goo.
Alright, fine.
Alright, fine.
And then we can fly up the nest that Efi somehow managed to miss the other day.
How do you miss a giant light column?
I don't know.
I have a very specific set of skills.
I assume that she just kept flying through it, maybe, and was never actually getting caught in it. And then that is the scene where the spirits that you rescued are sent to the afterlife. Normally, you see more of them rise up than that, but I didn't collect as many this time because I've already been here this week.
We've been here a lot, actually, recently.
This is true. Potato does not play Sky, unfortunately.
Nah, I don't.
We may have seen it many times, but sadly, we don't play it.
Moth is here, and so is Dino.
Yay!
I would play Sky Dino, I just don't have a device that plays it.
It's on Steam?
Not last I checked.
No, it's on Switch and it's on mobile. That's it.
Yeah, it's not on computer, which is something I do have. I don't own a Switch, and I have a tablet that has the Play Store, which Sky is on.
But his device can't
when
run
I
it.
go to download it, the store says that my device is too old, and it won't let me download it.
Probably a little too... Your requirements aren't met for it then, I think.
To be fair, the game does run pretty hot sometimes. And so it might just be the load.
I think it's possible.
I mean, it is Children of Light.
Potato, you ought to be ashamed. That wasn't even a good one.
Oh, I technically do own a phone, but my phone is older than my tablet, so that definitely is not going to play it if my tablet can't.
It might, but it might suffer like the screen resolution did.
Yeah, I don't think it would. It's like, my tablet is going on 3 years now. Got it back in 2019. No, two years? I think it's 19 or 18? 18. Yeah, 18. So 3 years now. And the phone's probably at least
Well, there goes the
2
moth.
years older than that.
I mean, what moths do?
True, it is nicer to play with friends. In fact, as cool as the game is, I probably wouldn't play it outside of maybe like 1 or 2 runs without friends, just because I'm a big fan of story in my games. So it'd be interesting to explore, but without friends I probably wouldn't run through it too many times if I was just by myself.
That's fair. I think I'm the only one in our group that, like, really runs this consistently anyway.
Yeah, that's fair.
Ah!
Like your mobile games. What was that?
That was the whale.
Looks like a giant sea cucumber.
Hey, he's very sensitive about that. What happened to us just now is exactly what happened to Fluffy the first time she came to Eden. And she has...
By sea cucumber?
Yeah, she got backhanded by that guy. And she has hated him ever since.
What happens if you die in this area? Can you die in this area?
We're already dead, Potato. I'm not sure what you want me to do.
If you die in the afterlife.
If you die in the afterlife, you die for real.
Hold up.
backhanded by a spirit whale after you're already dead.
Stop! He's already dead.
Oh.
And that castle that we just passed is also the one that you see in all of the scenes leading you to this point. And so we just passed by what is kind of the final objective of Sky.
Wasn't that the castle that was shown in like the constellation of Eden?
Mm-hmm. That is the objective point, and we reached it. And I've become detached from Dino.
Nice. No, Dino, we need your pointing.
He sees different. The spirits are floating around here, and if you get close to them, you can collect their candlelight. But they're positioned differently for all of us, and so he won't get any candles if he just sticks to me.
Why was that one yellow and that one blue?
The yellow ones are ones that I have ascended. I haven't ascended the blue ones yet.
And what does ascending mean?
That means that I have maxed out my friendship with them.
Wait, you can make friends with the spirit? I thought they weren't alive anymore. I thought they were just like echoes of their past.
I mean, they are, but for some reason we can still make friends with them. Classic case of befriend the ancestors kind of thing. We're Mulaning it up over here.
Yeah, okay. Wait, that person... No, that's an actual person. That's not a spirit. I think. Wait,
Actually,
was that a
there
spirit?
was one.
They're all spirits.
Well, that one had like a purple cape and a red body and white hair. That one didn't look like
That's really
any of the others.
that's a spirit from an event. The event spirits are more colorful than the base game ones. There's my Yeti boy.
Yeti boy?
Yeah.
Oh, is he the guy that gives you the pants that have the smiley face on the feet?
I resent that. Yes, but I resent
It's
that.
totally a smiley face. There's no other reason for what those markings
There's toe beans!
No!
Yes!
There are two eyes on the heels, and it's a complete smile. It's not dots.
No, I refuse. Toe beans.
Smiley beans?
It's totally a smile.
Toe beans! I wonder if we can catch up to the moth.
They need to be separated to be toe beans.
I have big toe beans, so sue me.
This is not a big toe bean. That'd have to be a joint toe bean. You would have to have no toes.
Toe beans.
But you accept foot beans.
Oh, my word.
Oh
I have no experience with foot beans, therefore, no.
no. I think those are called pads.
Now, hold on. We don't break out to this strange, newfangled idea of pads versus beans.
Me and the boys at 3 a.m. looking for beans!
Shit!
Oh dear. Oh no, the moth has crossed over into orbit.
No,
The
follow the
moth is in
moth.
orbit. I repeat, the moth is in orbit.
Houston, we have liftoff.
Things that you say, reimagined as news headlines.
Oh no.
I mean, considering that, compilation of dialogue I have.
No, no.
Oh no. No. We would get so many raised eyebrows if that happened.
I mean, to be fair, not all of them are us.
Well, yes.
Yes,
they're
because
more
for
like
some reason you were just
Twitter
listening to people.
content, not news feeds.
You underestimate the news out.
You underestimated my power.
No, fair.
Though some of this is multi-line, so yeah, you have a point.
Ah, my point stands.
And then those are the spirits that we saved. Wave goodbye, everyone.
Bye. Hold on, is there a waving bye emoji? I need to know.
Moth!
Where's the hey? Is it hello?
Also,
The moth made it.
we have no wings anymore. You have to get our wings back still.
What? Why? We just had them.
Clearly, to be absent from the body is to be present with the wing. Apparently, the verse is also true. Inverse?
That's not the verse.
Converse?
I don't think that's how that works.
Words. Twinsies. Love it.
That is adorable.
For me?
For you? Oh.
You have unlocked high five as they hold the candle above your head from a kneeling position.
That high five totally did not connect. I high fived his foot.
You like slap their stomach and they smack the air above your head.
I mean, I guess it was better than trying to make it look weird with the chibi jumping abnormally high.
Nah, that would have been cute. They totally should have done. Oh! Oh! Oh, there we go, okay. I was not to be concerned.
Wait. What?
Oh.
Am
What's this?
Oh, we have fireworks.
I being baptized by a moth?
I think so. Dude.
I don't see how. There's no water.
You wanna go?
You see, the thing is, they haven't actually offered it yet. I'm confused.
Oh, maybe they don't know the button press.
Oh,
They're dancing
there we
with
go.
the candle.
They figured
I'm
it out.
confused.
Oh! It's a ditto. Thank you.
That's what?
A ditto. They gave me back the same thing I gave them.
Oh. What did you give them?
I gave them a... Oh. What? Oh, Dino. Oh, Chinch.
I'm confused. What's going on here?
We're exchanging hearts.
Bonding, spleen. Bonding.
Oh, no wonder I have no idea what's going on. So what are all these symbols behind or down on your feet or by your feet?
So below our feet is the star altar. You actually see this at home as well. And from here you can look up at all the different constellations from the different areas.
Oh. What do the question marks stand for?
The question marks are the elders of the respective areas. I haven't unlocked the ones with question marks on them. However, the ones that I have unlocked have a flag on them. And if you tap that flag here specifically, then the elder appears to say hello.
Oh. Do they never leave orbit then?
No. You only see them here. I have unlocked 2 elders. So I have the first one, and then I have the second one.
The Jugman.
Jugman.
And how do you unlock him?
You unlock the elders of each region by completely getting all of the cosmetics from every spirit in each region.
He looks like he has a bomb on his back when he's sizzling like that.
Oh dear.
Bombardier elder away.
Okay, it's time. We must Naruto run out of here.
Hurry, the moth is
Naruto,
already
gotta
running.
go.
Where's the moth?
You can buy stuff from elders. You can buy the hair of each of the elders. That requires ascended candles, but it is possible.
You can buy their hair?
Yes, you can. Vulpix has just had his mind blown.
Mind equals blown. And who are all these people?
I like the elder hair. These are all the spirits that I personally have maxed out my relationship with. I have ascended all of these spirits. And because I have, they now each lend me 1 star for my wings.
Oh. Would you get these stars normally by meeting them, or is this a special thing to let you get to a higher max of stars?
It is a higher max, and so the ones in the world would be stacked on top of the ones you just collected. That I just collected from here.
I go harass all candles and every spirit I have. I must kill.
He's giving him a quest.
The prince is here? Oh, so he did light him.
Oh, okay.
So he just never actually went all the way through. Is that what happened?
So he
Or?
does get to see the rose again?
Well, he at least lives.
Yee.
Well, I don't know if this counts as live.
I mean, fair. We is dead.
Boop.
Boop the snoot.
Come, my mouthy friend.
Let us go. Charge!
Do we hold it to hands?